viewers, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Naija Spud, and I am the Adult Services Librarian at Wilson County Public Library. And today's program is called The Holiday Spud, a fresh take on sweet potato cake. And today I will be making a sweet potato cinnamon roll cake. Now this cake is a sheet cake, not a layer cake. So whenever I try to find recipes, I want them to be pretty simple, especially for first-time bakers. But before I get into making my cake, I just want to share with y'all a brief history of the sweet potato. The sweet potato has been around for over 10,000 years. The name patata or potato originated from the Spaniards in the late 1490s. The sweet part in the name sweet potato was added by the American colonists in the 1740s to differentiate from the Irish potato. The sweet potato became popular to eat on Thanksgiving since 1887. According to the North Carolina sweetpotatoes.com, in the United States, 4 different sweet potatoes are sold. The first one is the rose-colored skin with orange flesh, pale copper or tan skin with white flesh, red skin with dry white flesh, and purple skin with flesh. 50% of the country's sweet potatoes are grown in North Carolina. Farmers throughout the globe produce between 90 to 100 million metric tons of sweet potatoes every year. That's a lot of spuds. According to the International Potato Center, sweet potatoes are the 6th most essential food crop after cassava, corn, potatoes, wheat, and rice. The sweet potato is a high carbohydrate, low fat, and fiber-rich food. Many nutritionists value their high beta-carotene, a precursor of vitamin A, vitamin C, and potassium. The food is also a decent source of vitamin B5, vitamin B6, vitamin E, and manganese. So that's a brief history of the sweet potato. And now the fun part. To start making my sweet potato cinnamon roll cake, first I would use 3 cups of flour, a half a tablespoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of sugar, 4 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 cups of cooked sweet potatoes, 1 1/2 cups milk, 2 eggs beaten, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and a 1/2 cup of butter melted. So the first thing I would do, well, before you get started making this, make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I already did that. And make sure you grease a 13 by 9 inch baking pan. Now my baking pan is not 13 by 9, it's a little smaller, but you can still use this. I'm not sure the exact measurements because I've had this for so long, I forgot the size, but I'm sure some of y'all can look at this and tell about, can tell the size. So this will work just as well as a 13 by 9. So the first thing I would do is in a large bowl, combine the flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. So I went ahead and combined all my dry ingredients together. Make sure you sift the dry ingredients, so they won't get lumpy. You want all the dry ingredients to be smooth. So then you stir it with a fork, which I already did that. And then in another large bowl, you beat the sweet potatoes in the milk until smooth. Now, I went ahead and I boiled 3 potatoes for about 45 minutes. And as you can see, they're cooked, they're mashed, ready to go. So I have my potatoes. And now I will add the milk until smooth. So milk, I will add 1 1/2 cups of milk. Get your 1/2 cup. Okay. And a half. Perfect. Okay. And we're gonna beat it until smooth. So I have my mixer. Okay. Okay, it is smooth. So now, then I will add eggs and vanilla and beat those until combined. So we need 2 eggs. So I'm gonna crack these eggs. Okay, right. And now I'll measure my vanilla right here. And that's 2 teaspoons of vanilla. All right. Now we're gonna beat this until combined. Okay, perfect. All right. So next, I will slowly add the flour to the sweet potato mixture and mixing it until it just incorporated. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit at a time, just so that if I dump all of it in there, then it'll be like, it will splatter all over. You don't want that. So just add a little bit at a time as you combine it. All right, it is well combined. All right. Ooh, my arm's getting tired. All right. So next I will slowly stir the melted butter into the batter until well combined. And you melt a 1/2 cup of butter, so 1 stick. Slowly pour this in here. All right, batter looking good. Now I'll pour the batter into the pan, and then I'll make my topping. So let me go ahead and grease this pan real quick. because I didn't do that. I should have done that first. You can grease it with butter or cooking spray, however you want to do it. I like adding butter. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. Let's see. Just put that there. I want to make sure I get all the batter off my mixing tool. Now I'm going to pour the batter into the pan. It looks so good. It's so smooth and velvety. Make sure you get all that in here. Okay. Okay. All right. See how perfect it fits right in here? See? Don't need a 13 by 9. It's perfect. Okay, y'all. Next, I'm going to make the topping. So, in a bowl, we're going to mix all the topping ingredients until we'll combine. So, I've already added the 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. Ooh. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. All right, so 1 cup of brown sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of flour. Two. All right. And 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. All right. Perfect. So now we're going to combine all these ingredients together. I think I may have to use my hands. Whenever I make the crumb topping for sweet potato souffle, I usually use my hands. I think it'll be a lot easier. So I think I'm going to get down and dirty and Yeah, this is easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this into the batter. And then I'm gonna take a knife and swirl it, the topping. I'm gonna just drop it like this. Just make sure you spread it. It looks good too. I'll just spread it. Ooh. Yeah, this butter is melting. Ooh. I'm not a fan of getting my hands dirty. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right. And of course, this is a great dessert to make anytime, especially the holidays. And as you can see, it's not hard to make at all. So I highly recommend you try baking it this Thanksgiving or whenever. And I love that sweet potatoes are versatile. You know, you can bake a dessert, a side dish, and it's nutritious. Especially when you don't add butter. But you know, it's hard for me. It's hard to eat sweet potatoes and not add the butter, the sugar, the cinnamon. I mean, come on now. If you eat sweet potatoes, eat the right way, which is the bad way. All right, next I'm gonna swirl the topping using a butter knife. So we're just gonna swirl. The way I swirl looks like art. It has these pretty lines, or almost look like ruffles. Looks very artsy. That's just how I am. I'm a little bit on the artsy side. I'm all about presentation. I want it to taste good and look good too. Whee! That looks good. See, I could swirl all day. I'm just really having fun. Just swirling. All right. Sure. All right. I think we're good. Let's see. All right. So we have swirled our topping, and now we're gonna put it in the oven, and we're gonna bake this cake for about 30-35 minutes. And then after that, I'm gonna make the glaze. All right, y'all. So my sweet potato cinnamon roll cake is finished, and look how beautiful this looks. The cake is puffed up. You got the brown sugar and the butter and the cinnamon. It's just perfect. There are no words. So now I'm getting ready to make the glaze. Yes, we're gonna kick up this cake a notch, y'all. So I am going to measure 2 cups of powdered sugar. Now I'm going to sift it because it gets kind of lumpy. I want to make sure it's smooth. Okay, that's okay. All right. 2 cups of powdered sugar. Next, I will measure 5 tablespoons of milk. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Right. And then add the chopped pecans, 1 cup. Each pack's a half a cup. 2 packs equals 1 cup. Right. All right, now we mix all this together. Oh man, this glaze looks so good. It smells good too. Oh man, I'm getting really excited right now. And I'm not getting excited for y'all. I'm really excited. Just I'll let y'all know. You know, some people like to do it for the camera. I'm not doing it for y'all. This is to me really being excited right now. Y'all, I haven't made this in last year, so I can't wait to dig in. Just look at this glaze. Look at it. Come on. It is beautiful. It's gonna look more beautiful once I put it on this cake. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Look at that glaze. Oh man. Oh man. All right, y'all. This is the sweet potato cinnamon roll cake. Now I'm gonna cut it so y'all can see what it looks like. So I'm just cutting a little square. I don't eat too much. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm going to, let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. Yes. All right. Now the fun part. Eating it. You see how moist it is? Oh man. I'm gonna take 1 bite. And I promise you, my reaction is not acting. This is for real. there are no words other than you better make this as soon as possible so you can feel the way I feel right now. I'm happy on a whole nother level. There's no words. But thank you so much for tuning in today's program. And please tune again for the next one. And happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays.